I'd like to welcome you to the Bumpers College and the Faculty Advising Team. With research and teaching duties, it is difficult to keep up with the complex policies and procedures for advising students here at the University of Arkansas. My role as Student Affairs Coordinator is to assist you in navigating the degree plan, including all the academic policies and procedures that can sometimes confuse a student and sometimes confuse the advisor. During this presentation, we're going to spend some time reviewing several useful tools and how you can find them during an advising session with a student. If you've not already done so, please contact me for an information packet before reviewing this presentation. Your responsibilities as an academic advisor is to meet the college's advising mission, to enhance the educational experiences and maximize opportunities for students. We count on you to use your expertise in the discipline to help students get engaged. You will not only teach students how to navigate the degree plan, but we also count on you to share with them how to network and to help them identify international experiences, internship opportunities, as well as research opportunities in your specific field. We take pride in having quality academic advising in our college. In the 2007 National Survey on Student Engagement, our students ranked advising as one of the top services that the college provided, and it improves during their experience in the college. We strive to make the relationship between the academic advisor and the student as meaningful as possible. The professional advisors in our college partner closely with our faculty in helping students identify the plethora of opportunities within each discipline for students. A recent student survey by the University Academic Advising Council also demonstrated that students rank the information they receive and the quality of the advising relationship higher in Bumpers College than any other college on the U of A campus. In addition, our first-year retention rates and our sixth-year graduation rates outshine our colleagues from across the campus. Our model of advising is a significant contributor to our student success. As our delivery model changes to include more professional advisors, it will be important to make sure we continue to meet this mission. As an academic advisor, there are really three types of students that you will work with: new students, transfer students, and special populations. Let's first discuss new students. This is where you will want to be a prescriptive advisor. The first meeting with a student is critical in spending a little extra time helping them understand the degree requirements. It is the teaching moment. The first challenge for you with new students is interpreting ACT or SAT scores or other placement tests. The test score interpretation information is housed on the advising webpage, as well as the catalog of studies. Fortunately, new freshmen will most often come to you from an orientation session, and students will likely have an advising worksheet that defines their requirements, including reading, English, or math requirements. Students who have not met the minimum requirement or cutoff scores will be required to take a remedial course or two, which are not included in the 120 credit hours required for each degree plan. The other teaching moment will be in helping the student understand the degree requirements. Most of the check sheets are designed to identify the state minimum core or university core requirements by including them on the left side of the plan, and the right side typically includes the department's requirements. I will provide a little more information about core classes in a moment. It is also important to explain to the student that all Bumpers College programs require 120 credit hours, and this is a recent change in response to Act 747 in Arkansas, where degree plans were formerly 124 hours. In addition, there are several college policies that are required to complete a degree. These include 36 hours of upper division and 9 hours of broadening electives, specifically for the Ag Science majors. The HESC majors usually have the broadening electives normally built into the curriculum. Take some time to review your program and identify each of these components. In addition, the university now has an enrollment requirement that students must take at least 30 hours of upper division on the Fayetteville campus. See the catalog for the complete policy. If you have questions, please write them down and feel free to contact me at the end of this presentation. The second populations of students that you'll likely deal with are transfer students. These are students who have completed 24 credit hours or more before enrolling at the University of Arkansas. Students will receive transfer credit summaries when they submit an official transcript, and it is evaluated by the registrar's office. The registrar staff uses the U of A Transfer Equivalency Guide from their website, and a snapshot is pictured here on this slide. This guide has over 750,000 classes to assist students with transfer issues. The left side of the guide has the community college's course number, and the right side reflects how the course transfers to the U of A. If a class is not transferable to the university, it will be coded as an NOTR 9999. For classes that have not been articulated, or the U of A does not have an equivalent course, it will be coded by the academic level, whether that's 1,000, 2,000, or so on, 99T, and awarded general elective credit. The department has two options at this point. One is to have the course evaluated as equivalent to a Bumpers College course. If so, the department head will want to send a message to the registrar's office to have it added to the equivalency guide. This will be an equivalent for all students. Or, if you just want to consider this particular case, the department may choose to do a course substitution. Utilizing this guide will be the best tool to use with assisting transfer students or students who plan to take courses while away from campus during summer or holiday breaks. Act 182 is referencing an Arkansas law where if a student transfers here from a two-year college in the state of Arkansas with an Associate of Arts, an Associate of Arts in Teaching, or an Associate of Science, then they are not required to take any 1,000 or 2,000 level classes. However, there are a few exceptions. These include if the lower level course is a prerequisite, the course may be required for accreditation, or if the course simply was not offered at the Arkansas Community College. In addition, the college has a Transfer Student Advising Committee made up of faculty reps from each of the undergraduate departments. They can also be a resource to assist you with a transfer student. Feel free to check with your department or contact me to identify this person. And finally, the other group of students that you'll work with is captured with the heading of Special Populations. This includes groups that are at-risk students, international students, student athletes, and students with disabilities. In addition, students who are working toward honors, as well as considering studying abroad or international programs. Each of these groups have special needs, so I recommend that you review the advising webpage to assist you with each of these student groups to identify additional resources or address concerns for each student population. Finally, as an academic advisor, you will play a role in career planning. As a faculty member, you've been chosen specifically to share your expertise and knowledge of the discipline. In addition, you are often the lead contact for students in establishing internship opportunities and networking. It is important to maintain those contacts in your field as you assist students in taking the next step after college. As a professional advisor, it will be important to learn as much as you can from the teaching faculty in your respective departments. Remember to partner with them as you advise students. There's a plethora of information to keep up with as an advisor. However, there are several resources available here in the college. The greatest resource is the advising webpage. It has been designed as a step-by-step manual to help you with every category of student: new, transfer, current student issues, and special populations. Each month, I also publish a newsletter called All About Advising. It includes timely deadlines, workshops, and helpful issues in assisting your students. Faculty have shared with me that this is a very valuable tool, and you'll receive it via email to read at your convenience. The college's webpage also includes a number of resources for faculty and students. It includes links directly to the academic plans and departments, financial aid and scholarships, study abroad, honors, transfer students, etc. Learning about these additional programs will help you enhance the student's academic experience. The Dean's Office housed in AFLS E108 includes recruitment, retention, scholarship, development, and alumni. Our staff are available to assist you with your students' advising and registration issues at any time. In addition, the department hopefully has assigned you a mentor. That will help you during your rookie year. If you have questions, check with your department head. Advising information sessions are scheduled each spring to prepare you for the upcoming year and orientation season. I strongly urge you to attend. This will help you stay up to date with any policy changes, as well as more about the campus resources available to assist students. The Academic Enhancement Program is a retention program to assist at-risk students. Online workshops are available to provide additional opportunities for students to be successful in college. These include time management and study skills, test taking, managing stress, etc. In addition, one-on-one assistance is provided to students that you may identify as struggling. Feel free to refer the student to me for further assistance. Also, the Dean's Office tracks any student whose cumulative grade point average falls below 2.0. We contact them and encourage them to visit with me to help them get back on track. Early Alert is a more proactive program than AEP. In an attempt to address student needs before their poor performance affects their grade point average or their official record, we created a program where faculty, ideally at the 1000 and 2000 level classes, can refer students who are exhibiting behaviors that may impact their success, such as attendance, tardiness, low quiz or test grades, or personal issues. The form is available under the faculty link on the college webpage. It is also important for advisors to become familiar with several university resources. The Enhanced Learning Center provides tutoring for English, math, sciences, and foreign languages. In addition, supplemental instruction for science and math are available as well. These courses will have a co-requisite drill period that the student must register for while registering for the course. The drill period is to assure students will participate in the supplemental instruction. The Quality Writing Center assists students and even has an online editorial program. There are also several online tools to assist students with their writing skills. The Center for Educational Access provides assistance to students in defining the appropriate accommodations for students with documented disabilities. The University Health Center and CAPS, or Counseling and Psychological Services, provides students with health as well as assistance with mental health issues. CAPS has a 24-hour hotline for emergencies at 575-5276. They prefer students to have appointments, and there's also a walk-in clinic, so I encourage you to check out their website. There have been times that advisors have had to walk students to the center, and what is important to note is if a student is in a crisis, there are campus resources available to assist you in helping a student. Academic Advising Council partners with the Provost's Office in setting the tone and mission on the University Advising Program. Representatives from each of the colleges provide training opportunities for advising as well as influence policies and procedures that will assist students' academic progress and success. The Dean of Students Office oversees a number of student services across campus, and in particular, they assist students who may need to be off campus for personal issues. They will be glad to notify the students' instructors if they happen to need to be gone for an extended period. They also oversee student conduct and the academic integrity policy. Finally, the Catalog of Studies, what we call the answer book. How do you narrow down the multiple categories that you find online? I encourage you to review the academic regulations link and the college degree requirements. That will give you the information that is necessary in helping a student. You may be asking, how do I know if I'm a good advisor? I believe there are 7 key elements to being successful on this campus. Understanding the state minimum core or university core, it is important to be familiar with the university core and to help students understand how they benefit from them. The rationale in the catalog states the core of classes helps prepare students for lives of the highest quality and the greatest potential contributing to the making of a better world. I share with students 3 elements that employers and graduate and professional schools are looking for in candidates. That includes good, strong communication skills, excellent problem solving and critical thinking skills from math and science, and good leadership and teamwork skills from the history, humanities, and social sciences. It also helps them become more well-rounded and prepare for working in a global economy. Please note that university core classes have no substitutions. You may want a student to take Biology 2323 General Genetics with the lab Biology 2321L. It's a 4-hour science course. However, it's not an approved university core course. Be careful as you advise students in the state minimum core. A student must meet these defined guidelines in order to graduate. The college requirements include 36 hours of upper division and 9 hours of broadening electives. And as I mentioned earlier, HES incorporates these in their plans. Also, students are limited to 6 hours of special problems, 6 hours of internship, and 6 hours of activity courses. Departmental requirements should be obvious to you, but visit with your department if you have specific questions. You'll want to be familiar with the course offerings, discuss the curriculum with your colleagues so you're comfortable talking about specific course content. Also, be familiar with the course sequencing. You want to help students navigate the degree plan so they are taking courses in the sequence they are offered. The next 4 areas we're going to cover in a bit of detail over the next few slides. This link incorporates the university and college forms to assist you. Documentation is important, and the university has an appropriate form for any exception that might need to be made. Advising forms. You are encouraged to document the classes you advise a student to take each semester. Due to the sequencing of courses, if a student doesn't follow the prescribed coursework, their graduation may be delayed up to a year or more. You can demonstrate appropriate advising by noting which classes you recommended. This will protect you if a conflict arises. Your admin should have a supply or check with the dean's office. We're in the process of adapting to Starfish, or better known as UA Success, so these forms will be gone in the near future and the records will be maintained electronically, so stay tuned for training opportunities. Course substitutions. Any modifications to the degree plan must be documented and approved by the advisor, the department head, and the dean's office. Most often, this will occur with transfer issues. It is important to submit documentation in a timely manner. In other words, don't wait until the student is ready to graduate, so that the dean's office can update the student's official record. Petition to take coursework. If a student plans to take coursework at another institution, have them complete this form. It's a good way to confirm how the course will transfer back to the university by you both utilizing the Transfer Equivalency Guide. Petition for financial aid appeal forms. There's a dean's statement included in the petition, and we ask that advisors complete the form. It asks if the student has filed a degree plan and when they anticipate graduating. You will be more familiar with the student's records and habits to define the likelihood of the student graduating. Then submit the form to the dean's office for signature. Petition for academic standards. Most often, students will visit with you regarding their petitions. Generally, students are petitioning to be readmitted to the university when they've been dismissed for lack of academic performance. The advisors typically have a better perspective of what got the student into academic trouble, what have they done to prevent them from repeating the problem, and what plan do they have to complete their degree requirements. Review the Academic Standards Committee calendar for meeting times and assist students in determining if they have a legitimate case. Be thorough when assisting them with their petitions. Students must also have a statement from the dean's office prior to submitting the petition. Help the students organize their petition and get it to the dean's office prior to the deadlines. The Administrative Change of Registration form, or what's better known as the drop-add form, is used for multiple purposes. This form can be used for placement, advising errors, if the student lacks prerequisites or changes a section, or can be an override for instructor consent, closed class, or time conflicts. In addition, this form is used as a cleanup roster if you have a student on your roster that has never attended class. Make sure students get all appropriate signatures before submitting the forms, and note only with administrative or advising errors will students be permitted to add classes past the registration deadlines. And as you get ready to complete these forms, if you have questions, certainly don't hesitate to contact the dean's office. Act 1014 was passed in the fall 2006 by the Arkansas legislature. The 8th semester degree completion policy, was established in response to a student not graduating on time and blaming their advisor. The law allows all first-time full-time freshmen to join the 8-semester degree completion program. Prior to registering, all first-time freshmen must make a decision on whether to participate in the 8-semester degree completion program. Arkansas law requires us to provide students the opportunity to complete their coursework in 8 semesters. Before a student can register for the first time, they must decide if they want to participate in the plan or if they are ineligible for the plan. A student is ineligible if their declared major is not included in the degree completion plan, if they've not chosen a major or not been formally admitted to their chosen major, if they are not a full-time student, or if they are required to complete one or more remedial courses before enrolling in college-level courses in math, English, or reading, or to complete prerequisite courses before enrolling in entry-level courses. They must follow the plan exactly. Any changes to it will suspend them from the plan. There is no penalty to the student. The university is simply removed from the obligation to graduate the student within 8 semesters. Our programs have a number of internships, which actually exclude them from the 8-semester degree completion plan. However, it is certainly reasonable for a student to graduate in 4 years with good advising. The legislature did not take into consideration summers, which is when most students take their internship experience. So that is why you won't see all the majors as part of the plan. Now, if you have a student agree to the plan, it is critical that you work to have them remain compliant. They must follow the plan as it is written. Any exceptions must be pre-approved by the dean's office and the advisor. ISEC, the Integrated Student Information Center, is the record system for the University of Arkansas. It is important to get comfortable with using this tool. A number of training sessions are offered throughout the year, and you can access that information from the link noted on this slide. You'll also find some helpful tutorials that will assist you in getting comfortable using the system not only as an advisor but also a faculty member. In addition, most all the information you need on a student is available from your advising center in ISEC. Please note that upgrades to the system generally happens about every 3 years, so it is important to take advantage of the training programs every time they are offered. U of A Success, or what is known as Starfish, is an online retention tool that will help you with scheduling appointments, communicating with students, and providing an online record system. Training for this system began the week of August 12th. Additional training times will continue throughout this fall semester. The U of A Success is housed in Blackboard. Students will have a My Success portal where they will be able to see a U of A community of support, including their instructors, academic advisors, financial aid counselors, athletic advisors, etc. You'll be able to see this information as well. The system is designed to create a community of support where the student is not working in isolation, and neither is the advisor. You'll be able to make notes that you may or may not share. You'll be able to see advice given by others. You'll be able to see flags that faculty place on students regarding class concerns. Once fully implemented, this tool will replace our current early alert system. This comprehensive resource will take time for everyone to understand and utilize, but it will be a great asset to our retention and graduation goals. Please plan to dedicate time to attend one of the training sessions. The sooner we get comfortable using it, the greater impact we can have with our students on their U of A success. The Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act protects students' educational records. Any record created on behalf of the student or any information the student has shared with the university is protected by this law. The law provides the students several rights, including the right to respect and review their records, the right to request the records be amended if there is a perceived error, and the right to consent to disclosure. We as representatives of the university cannot release any information regarding a student's record unless we have written authorization to do so. Students can authorize a release to a third party through their Student Center in ISEC under the Personal Information link. Students are informed about the release of information at orientation and can make changes from their ISEC account at any time. Parents are very engaged in this generation's academic progress. You'll want to make sure before releasing any information that the student has authorized them to have access to it. There is one exception to FERPA, information that is defined as directory information. The university maintains a lengthy list of items that they consider as directory information. Please review the catalog to see the list. Students can choose to block it. However, if they block all information, they may actually be left off the sidewalk. So help them make a smart decision on what directory information to block. Before we end our session, I think it's important to revisit why we ask you to do academic advising. As Wes Hadley said, academic advising is the only structured activity on the campus in which all students have the opportunity for ongoing one-to-one interaction with a concerned representative of the institution. Our students want to know someone cares about them. This is reflected in the NSSE, or the National Survey on Student Engagement, as well as the recent student survey conducted by AAC. Students have expressed that Bumpers College advisors meet their needs at or beyond the level of any other college on campus. In addition, advising is very much connected to teaching, especially new freshmen. Your approach can be very prescriptive at the beginning and hopefully will evolve into a developmental relationship in time. The first or second meeting should include a lot of teaching moments. Teach them to read and understand the degree plan. Help them be familiar with the sequencing of courses. Explain prereqs and co-reqs to them. How to utilize the course description and academic policy sections in the catalog. And define goals for their career or graduate and professional schools. During the second meeting, you should make clear your expectations for your advising session. Let the student know they should make an appointment and come prepared. Empower them to make smart choices about their academic progress, and then focus on your discipline and career opportunities they may have in it. Don't be afraid to quiz them just like you would in the classroom. They'll appreciate the challenges and value the advising sessions more. The research tells us this relationship is the most valued one that a student will develop throughout their college. Make it count. And of course, if you have any further questions, you know how to reach me. Good luck to you this year.